Good morning. Today is Saturday, November 8th. It is currently 8:45 a.m. We got up around 7:30 and went on a nice little run. It feels so good today. I am currently getting ready for the library book sale. They're having a little fall festival and silent auction. And then of course they'll have books on sale. I'm hoping they'll have some DVDs as well, because if you didn't know, I recently started collecting DVDs to like grow my physical media collection. So I'm hoping they have some of those. And then after that, I am meeting up with my mother-in-law and sister-in-law. Our town does this holiday open house every year where all of the small businesses put all of their Christmas stuff out. They'll be doing raffles and different sales and stuff. So that's always fun, even if I'm just window shopping. Y'all know I be getting everything secondhand if I can, or on some big ass sale. Then later this evening, my sister and her girlfriend are coming over and we're gonna have a little movie night. So I'm really just looking forward to today. My vibes are up, my spirits are up, the weather is nice, and it's gonna be a freaking good day. But I'm gonna stop yapping and finish getting ready, and I'll see you in a few. I ended up taking my coffee to go because it's getting close to time for the library sale to start and I want to get in line early. So here we go. They're doing a fall festival in addition to the book sale today, and they're selling chili, and it low-key smells like ass.
Why? Oh, fuck. The car scrapes everywhere. Okay, guys, so I got popcorn at the library to support the library. Taste test.
Ew, I didn't want any.
It's pretty good.
Yum. Library sale went much better than I thought it was going to. We found a lot of DVDs, which I'm excited to show you. So here's the haul. Their book selection was honestly kind of... yeah, I think most of them came from donations. Based on the demographic of where I live, that's why I only got 2 books. I have never read The Book Thief before, but I couldn't pass it up because it was $1. As a matter of fact, everything in this stack was $1. 15 items, $15. Yeah. Gone Girl, I feel like, is a classic. I have seen the movie, but I've never read the book. I tried reading oh my god, I can't speak. I tried reading Sharp Objects by the same author earlier this year, but I ended up DNFing at like 65% because it was just so boring and it was just dragging. It was less than 300 pages long and I felt like a little bit more should be happening, you know? But I know that I liked the movie when I did watch this one. I just don't remember that much, so I feel like if I read the book and then go back and watch the movie, full circle, right? And it's in really good condition. Usually whenever I see this book, it's all banged and beat up. So now for the movies. Are you joking? I actually found some really good ones. Mean Girls, classic, obviously. Ratatouille. Hey, go Remy. The Parent Trap. Tim Burton's The Night Before Christmas. Moment of Truth. I have literally never watched this movie before, but it was brand new in the package, so why not? Both of the National Treasure movies, I loved watching these growing up. And this one is the collector's edition. Charlotte's Web. I remember having to read the book and watch this movie in elementary school and crying my mother eyes out. Born Supremacy. This is actually perfect because we just started rewatching the series again. What's crazy is we rented the first movie on a streaming platform, didn't finish it in time, and then I was at work and just thinking, oh my god, I went to Goodwill a few days prior and literally bought the first movie. So I'm like, that streaming platform needs to run me my money back. But you know, this was actually on my list to find, so yeah. Rookie of the Year. I remember cracking up at this movie when I was younger. Pictures gotta be good. Yeah. Hotel for Dogs. Whenever this movie came out, I said if I ever win the lottery, I would start a Hotel for Dogs. Do I play the lottery? No, but Scary Movie 4. We actually started this franchise for the first time this year, and what a time. Finding the fourth movie was perfect because that's actually the movie that we're on. So now we don't have to pay streaming. We can just watch it on DVD. Daddy Daycare. I freaking love this movie. Definitely a comfort movie for me. And last but definitely not least is Freaky Friday. I went to see the sequel with my sister a few months ago when it came out. And usually sequels are a hit or miss. And I thought they did a really good job. Like, tears streaming down my face. Okay? That's the haul for the book sale. And I'm really happy with what I came home with. I'm back home from the holiday open house. I had so much fun window shopping at all the different stores. I didn't buy much, but I did buy 2 books. There's a booth at one of the antique malls that we went to called the Emerald Hippie. She has a bunch of books and bookmarks and like little thumb holders and just different bookish accessories. I've been following her page for a while and I finally bought something. And she happened to be there today, so I got to meet her, which was really cute. And then she asked if she could take my picture at her booth. So I was like, sure, girly, go for it. Anyway, these are the 2 books that I got. The first one is Interview with the Vampire. To be completely honest, I don't know what this is about other than I'm assuming there's an interview with a fucking vampire. But during spooky season, I saw it all up and down my timeline. So hoping this is good. And then I also think that it's a TV series, maybe? I don't know, but I was excited to see this. And then I also got Legends and Lattes. Funny story about this book. First of all, I don't really read fantasy like at all, but I've heard that this is a super cozy fantasy with very low stakes. And so I figured I would give it a try. The other thing is that I actually own 2 copies of Bookshops and Bone Dust, which is literally the second book. I bought the first copy intentionally, and then the second time I bought it, I thought that it was actually the first book, which is this one. So yeah, now I have 2 copies and I really need to get rid of one of them, but at least now I have the first one and I can read it before reading the second book. Right now I'm just waiting for my sister and her girlfriend to get here, and we're gonna eat some burgers from a local burger spot, and then I think we're gonna watch Life Size. Hello, my friends. Today is Monday, November 10th. I just finished watching the little intro that I recorded for my Sunday vlog, and I realized that 1, you could hardly hear me for shit, and 2, I looked like an absolute zombie. I actually was telling you guys that I fully intended on going to the consignment store yesterday after we did our weekly grocery run, but by the time I got home and I got changed and was ready to go, I realized that my energy levels were so low, and I was honestly just feeling kind of anxious. I think that I suffered an energy crash. I've been on on such a high for like the last week and a half. And yeah, I think I just peaked and literally crashed. I ended up staying home. It was really for the best. I took a little cat nap, and I also was telling y'all how I found Eternal Ruin while I was at the grocery store. This first run edition is absolutely stunning. I know that I've already talked about how I don't really read fantasy in this vlog. However, Immortal Dark and the series is about black vampires, and I was like, oh yeah, I need that. And so I had put it on my wish list last year. And Ambra, sweet Ambra, bought it for me. And have I read it yet? No. Did I definitely buy Eternal Ruin because I want all of my editions to match? Yes. But hey, I'm gonna get around to it eventually. I already plan to buddy read it with Wayne, which is gonna be perfect because neither of us are really fantasy readers, so we'll get through it together. But yeah, as you can see, I'm in much better spirits today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do all the things I intended to do yesterday. So just keep watching if you want to see what I got up to yesterday. Just start putting stuff in. Like G's with the G's, N's with the N's.
Damn, boy, slow down. It's already gonna be a time lapse.
My Kindle says that there's 32 minutes left in my book, so let's see how long it actually takes me. So I've finished the book. I personally tend to go into books blind, so I don't want to say too much about it, but it is literally about a girl who ends up going on the run with a vampire. And I know that I have said multiple times already that I don't read fantasy. I also really don't read any paranormal or magical realism or anything like that either, just because I literally prefer contemporary or like historical fiction. But this one was really cute and I'm glad that I picked it up. It's just a little bit after 5, which means the sun's gonna be setting soon. I still want to go on a walk, so I'm gonna go see if Garrett is awake from his nap yet so that we can go together. And then whenever we come back, I'm gonna make chicken alfredo, which I'm really excited about because I love me some pasta. And I'm gonna spend the rest of the night off of my phone. morning, friends. Today's Tuesday, November 11th, and it's currently about 7:30 a.m. I do not have to work today, and I'm finally going to go to the consignment store to get rid of some clothes, and then we are going to go thrifting and find some new stuff. There are a couple of other stores that I want to go to, but most of my time today will be spent at the thrift store. Making my coffee early so I can just enjoy it at home and then make sure I am hydrated the rest of the day. I have been obsessing over this drink. The great thing about the thrift store that I'm planning to go to today, since it's a national holiday, they usually do 50% off sales. Today, being Veterans Day, is exactly what they're doing. I'm hoping that it's not too packed because it is a Tuesday and not everybody will be off of work. Where's the rest of it? It's just foam, but still. Like I said, I'm hoping that it's not packed because it's a Tuesday, so not everybody will be off of work, I hope. Look at that beautiful, stunning, amazing, talented, never been done before latte. Cheers. Low-key almost crashed out because my hair was not agreeing with me. As you can see, I have it pulled up. I haven't worn it pulled up in a long time just because it's been too short to even do so. I have no idea what it looks like from behind, but as a wise person once said, the lioness does not concern herself with what the back of her hair looks like. Enough yapping about all of that. Let's get on the road. I've made it to the thrift store, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the parking lot is pretty packed. So I'm a little bit nervous, but fuck it. Let's go. Okay, you guys, I could not do it. I did not think it was gonna be that bad. First of all, the store is absolutely massive. Like, there are racks from wall to wall. And I've never been to this location before, but I really want to come back because holy shit, their selection is insane. That being said, since it's the 50% off sale today, everybody and their mom is here. The line is literally wrapped around the entire store. I have just left Uptown Cheapskate and I am in dire need of some sustenance because I've only drank coffee today. We're gonna get me a big old burrito from Chipotle, and then I need to go to Old Navy afterwards to return these jeans that I had ordered for Garrett. And then there's actually a different thrift store in the same parking lot. I think I'm going to try to go to that one and see if it's not as packed as the one I went to earlier was. I'm going to get me some food and then we will reconvene in a little bit. in the beginning whenever I was looking because every 2 shirts is literally something from Shein marked up to like $15, and that literally aggravates the fuck out of me. But closer to the end, I found several good things back to back, and I'm really happy with what I walked out with. Right now, I'm stopping by Five Below because one, it's been forever since I've been in there, which is honestly for the best because I really don't need all of the clutter and knickknacks. But I do want to try to find these little Sunny Angel dupes that I've been seeing on TikTok. They have some that have like brown skin, and I'm a brown skin girly. Would love to have one for my phone. So I have just parked, and let's go see what we can find. The goods have been secured, and I did control myself and only got the one, but they had 2 other ones there that you saw in the video. And they were so cute, but I wanted the little brown skin one, so that's what I got. I have a little bit of time, and I have a gift card that I got for my birthday for Marshall's TJ Maxx Home Goods. I am at a location that has the Marshalls connected to the Home Goods, so I'm gonna run in and see if I can find anything. Hopefully the line isn't too long. So yeah, let's go. That was quite literally probably one of the fastest trips to Home Goods I've ever taken, especially because there wasn't even a line. I got some good things, and I didn't even have to take any money out of my pocket. Ooh. I just passed a vintage store that I've never seen before, so I'm gonna have to take mental note. Anyway, I ended up only using my gift card, which was nice. And I think this concludes my day of shopping. So the next time that I see you, I'll be giving you a haul. I am so glad I decided to pop by the family thrift because I clearly got some good stuff. They obviously were not running a huge sale, but what I do like about that location is that they have different color tags on sale every week. Apparently the thrift gods were looking out for me because all but one of the items that I got was on sale. And I think it was only like $6 anyway, so that is not that bad. And everything that I got from the thrift store was less than $60. And then at Uptown Cheapskate, I did get 3 items. The total ended up being, I think, $46, but they had given me that measly little $22 in cash from the items that they bought for me. So I just used that and ended up paying only, what's the math? $24 out of pocket. So I thought I did pretty good. Let's go ahead and get into the haul. I can almost never resist a collared sweater. I absolutely love the beige with the black stripes, and this one is more than 50% cotton, so I had to bring her home with me. Basics are great to have in your wardrobe, and I like that this one is more elevated. So rare to find a white tee at the thrift that doesn't have any stains. I may or may not already own a denim shirt, but this one is flannel lined and it has button snap closures. Plus it's a little bit lighter wash than the one I already have, and they're really so versatile. I've been super into this camo print recently. A camo button-up shirt and camo cargo pants were actually on my thrift list. One down, one to go. Yay! I've been wearing the same gray cardigan for a few years now, but unfortunately it got a hole in it. I was actually looking to replace it on this thrift trip, and I'm so happy that I found this one. Yeah, babe. I'll take one in every color, please. I'm obsessed with these light little button-down cardigans. Perfect for layering in the fall, but it's also perfect for whenever spring rolls around again. I can't believe I didn't have any zip-up hoodies in my wardrobe. It's perfectly oversized, and this green is one of my favorite colors. They are so cute to just throw on with a cozy outfit. Can you tell that I like an oversized fit yet? Give me buttons and a collar on a sweater, and I'm sold every time. The cherry on top is it being in my favorite color. Give me that! Oh my god, this vest. I freaking gasped when I saw it. It was vintage and brand new with tags. The hood is removable. I love the plaid lining. Literally so freaking cool. I love me a good Henley sweater. These knitted ones are just so freaking cozy, and you can almost always find these in the men's section at the thrift. Another vest that I found that is brand new with tags. I don't know if it'll ever be cold enough in Texas to wear it, but we gonna see. Absolutely living for this shade of brown. That concludes the thrift haul, and I feel like I did a really good job picking out staple pieces for my closet. I'm super excited to style everything. I do plan to do a separate video where I style all my recent thrift finds, so if that's something that you'd be interested in watching, make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notifications so that way you don't miss out on that. The other places I had gone were Five Below, Marshalls, and Home Goods. From Five Below, of course, I showed y'all that I got this cutie little phone pal. It pretty much looks exactly how she does on the box. I haven't exactly decided which of my devices that I want to put it on. I was thinking that I could put her on my iPad, but then I can't really close my case. And now that I'm thinking about it, I do have another little hipper. It's a little cat in a squid suit. I could put the little phone pal on there, and I think that will be really cute. At Marshall's, I found this gorgeous necklace. I've been wanting to step up my jewelry game a little bit from just the simple gold necklace that I wear all the time. I feel like this chunky piece is such a good addition, and it could be layered so many different ways. I have been ordering these packages for a few days so I could open them with y'all. Let's see what's inside. First package is from KVRD, the shop. They are a small business that has bookish accessories, and unfortunately they're closing their shop down, and so they were running a sale. Nice, how cute. First reveal is a Kindle case. I absolutely love checkers. The quality is really good. I honestly kind of like that there's no strap on the back, because if I wanted to, I could put a pop socket on there or just use a different little hand strap. I also like that it's not your regular black and white checker. It's almost like dark metallic gray and then a tan. I'm really into that. I also got me a few Kindle charms. Since they're a USB-C port, I can use them on my phone or my Kindle. I got this cute little green book. I got a cute little gold teddy bear. I got a spicy chili pepper. And last but not least, I got a potted monstera plant. They even sent me an extra sticker, which is so sweet of them. Next up, I got a package from Aardvark Book Club. They so graciously gifted me this box. I'm really excited to see what's inside. I don't know which side is up and which side is down, which makes me a little bit nervous. Oh my gosh. 3 whole books. Are you kidding? First up, we have Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake. Olivia. Very beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Have seen this all over Bookstagram recently. I don't normally read the blurbs, but after a quick skim, I'm assuming it's kind of about a girl trying to get into a sorority, and it turns out to be weird and sinister. I'm into it. Next up, we have Isn't It Obvious by Rachel Runia Katz. Ooh, we have a high school librarian with a secret podcast who hires a freelance editor/producer to help her manage everything. Another one that I have seen up and down my timeline. Lastly, we have Well Actually by Maisie Eddings. Why do all 3 of these books have absolutely beautiful covers? The front of the book says, "Has the boy who broke her heart become the man who will heal it?" Cute. I'm intrigued. And then they also added their little postcard, and they included 3 bookmarks. Thank you so much to Aardvark Book Club for sending me these books. And lastly, I did partake in Book Outlet's $5.99 fiction sale, and I will say, all of the books that I picked are trophies. Oh, gee, I'm so excited. First up, oh man, seriously? This is kind of beat and banged up. It's got like dust and dirt marks all over it. Whatever, this is Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends by Tia Williams. I actually just read this book and it was so freaking cute. If you're familiar with the author, then you will know that she wrote 7 Days in June. That book is about Shane and Eva. And in 7 Days in June, Eva has a daughter named Audrey. And that is who this book is about. Audrey is like a goody two-shoes type of girl. She does everything by the book. She follows all the rules and never really strays from that. And Bash is basically the complete opposite of that. So she kind of hires him to be her fun consultant. Next is Her Good Side by Rebecca Weatherspoon. This copy is also a little bit banged up. I actually read this a couple of years ago. This is about a 16-year-old girl named Bethany Green who's never had a boyfriend before. And so then she ends up fake dating one of her friends. Classic trope, very cutesy. Next up, we have 3 out of 6 of the books in the Detective Alyssa Wyatt series by Charlie Cox. This is like a procedural crime drama series that I devoured this year. If you are a fan of Criminal Minds, Law and Order, those type of shows, then you will really love these books. Next, we have None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Her writing is so weird, but so compelling. I did read this one back when it first released, I think in either 2023 or 2024. I did it via audiobook. What I really loved about this one is that there's a podcast element, which makes the audiobook that much better because there's a full cast. I have been waiting for it to come out in paperback because I have some of her other books on my shelf and I want them to all be paperbacks. And last but definitely not least is What Happened to Nina by Dervla McTiernan. This is another one that I read this year via audiobook. I had no idea what to expect going into this, and I think that was the best way to do it. It has a different kind of plotline layout than your typical mystery and thrillers, and that's something I really liked about this one. Highly, highly recommend it. Okay, my friends, that haul just about wraps up this vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you had so much fun shopping and thrifting with me. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn those notifications on, and I will see you at my next video. Love you, bye!